to this. This, of course, is the review for Death Before Dishonor 5, Night 2 from Philadelphia. So let's get started on this bad boy. I reviewed Night 1 last night. Very good show. Let's see if they were able to back it up with two very good shows. Or if this one missed the mark a little bit. Okay. Opening match was Mark Briscoe versus El Generico. Mark and Jay came out. They announced that that they would be taking on Steen and Generico individually. This was a Falls Count Anywhere match. Pretty good little hardcore match. Got the fans kind of into it. I liked it. I'd give it 2 3/4 stars. Just your basic, Mark jumping around being Mark and El Generico being El Generico. It's kind of strange because the fans, I think, were kind of torn because the fans, of course, like El Generico. He was booked kind of more of a face. And, of course, Mark Briscoe being Mark Briscoe, they loved him too. So it was kind of interesting to see, and I think that the fans were kind of out of it to that extent. But it was fun, and it was interesting. So that was interesting and wonderful. Then we had Jack Evans versus Deranged. I often wonder why they bring in these guys like Deranged for any more than, I mean, Deranged is good, but I often wonder why they bring these guys in for some more than squash matches. I know Ring of Honor fans don't necessarily like squash matches, but, often when you have a match like this, because this was a pretty back and forth match, it didn't go very long, it only went a little bit over 5 minutes, but it was still kind of a back and forth match. This was, of course, before Age of the Fall debuted, so we had a Project 161 kind of a run-in type thing. It was a good little spot fest. Nothing, what it was, but it was good stuff. It didn't go very long. I'd give it 2 1/4 stars. Then we had Nigel McGuinness and Claudio Castagnoli versus Chris Hero and Jigsaw. This was very good. In my opinion, well, I would say very good. This was a good, solid match. Jigsaw being in there kind of threw me a little bit. I think the fans kind of the same way. It was just sort of strange. I did think there was a little bit of a joke in there, in that the reason why people thought Jigsaw was in there was because Jigsaw was supposed to do the job, and that they brought in Jigsaw, that he had been paid to do a job. So I thought that was kind of a nice tongue-in-cheek thing they did, just something I noticed watching it. But still, it was a good match. I'd give it 3 1/4 stars. Good back and forth action. Lots of, Claudio versus, sweet and sour type of stuff, which, of course, escalated the feud in a good way. So there you go, which, is good on an undercard, because that's pretty much what the undercard is for. Then the night before, we had Lacey versus Daisy Hayes for a shot at the Shimmer title with Sara Del Rey. Lacey won, so tonight was this match. This match was okay, not great. They worked good together, but I think they gave them a little too much time. It went about 12 minutes, and it seemed like they just, while the match was good, it just wasn't great. They weren't really clicking as much as the night before, which is kind of eh. I'd give this 2 1/2 stars. It was there. It was okay. It was nothing bad. It was just there. Next we had the match that I was looking very forward to seeing, because I'm not sure if these guys ever faced before this. I'm pretty sure they probably have. But Bryan Danielson versus Quackenbush. Lots of fun stuff in here. Both guys went out there, did their things. A little bit of contrast of styles, and because of that, I think these guys would need to work together. Probably give them about 4 more matches working together, and they could probably come up with something just amazing. But like I said, I'm pretty sure they've wrestled probably each other before, but not probably too often, maybe once or twice before. But there was lots of fun stuff here. They did where they both ended up with handstands, triangle thing, shaking each other's hands. There was some funny stuff in here. Good back and forth action. This was Danielson pretty much getting into the whole more an MMA style, and it didn't really work in this match as much because excuse me, of Quackenbush. I think because that's just totally opposite of what Quackenbush was doing, and I think that kind of hurt this match. But still was good. I mean, I enjoyed this a lot. I had a lot of fun watching this. which is the point. A good 3.5-star match. Still a very good match, you know, in my opinion. Then we had the last man standing match, Kevin Steen versus Jay Briscoe. Pretty much what you would expect, them going out there just trying to kill each other. 15 minutes of carnage, which of course continually stepped up this feud a little bit longer. Very good. Did that very well. Very good. Just you believing, as in this feud, and I keep bringing this up, that they legitimately hate each other, that they wanted to hurt each other, and I think that was good. I think that worked well. I liked this match a lot. Definitely, I would give this 3.5 stars. I really liked it. A lot of fun. Next, we had the ROH World Title, which again, I don't know why this was not the main event. It kind of bugs me this was not the main event, but what you gonna do, particularly since this match delivered, in my opinion. Morishima versus Brent Albright. Brent Albright really showed that the WWE missed out on him, in my opinion. It was nice, as in, you know, Morishima and Claudio, I talked about this. It was nice to see Morishima in there with a guy closer to his own size. Brent Albright's probably the closest guy I can think of in Ring of Honor that is the closest to Morishima's size. And they basically went out there and had a good power matchup, hitting each other, ramming into each other, giving each other suplexes and everything. Good, hard-hitting match, what you would expect. Nice, brutal slugfest, which is what you want. The fans got into this. The fans wanted Albright to win, which just shows that Morishima, even though the fans didn't like Morishima, it turned into a good thing because it got people into his matches, and I think this could have been the main event if they would have done it, which I think they should have. I think it was a mistake, just my opinion. Still a good 3 3/4 match, in my opinion. Next, we had the Philly Street Fight, the No Remorse Corpse and Matt Sydal versus the Resilience and Delirious. Spotty, brutal, very fun, what you would expect, gang warfare type thing. This was very old, I would say old school ECW type stuff. They were in Philly, so it kind of works. Lots of nice spots. You know, definitely just crazy stuff. I think everyone pretty much went out there and got over. As a lot of people who have seen this match, Matt Cross really, you know, I think elevated his game in this match. People saw Matt Cross and went, wow, this guy's really good. You know, just a lot of the spots he was doing is just amazing stuff that just made you go, wow. Lots of fun. Just guys just trying to kill each other. It was fun. Went about 30 minutes. I mean, and, you know, a lot of times when you have matches like this, eventually it gets boring because at about 30 minutes of just nonstop just brawling, it kind of gets boring. This didn't get boring at all. Still was probably a little too long, but was as good as anything you're going to see like this, in my opinion. A definitely 4 1/4 star match. Loved it. Overall, I would give this DVD an 8.5. Go out and get it. It's definitely, both nights are worth getting. And another good outing by Ring of Honor. I'm out. Have a good night.